YouTube? It's your boy Jake Gutter in the building. Today we is finna talk about gear potentials. So let's jump off into it. Alright, first we're gonna discuss a 1-star. Now as far as all of your weapons go, when you're rolling for your pots on your weapons period, you're gonna always want to go for the attack by percentage. You're gonna want to lock that in, and then lock in your damage, and then lock in crit damage and crit rate. Now I found that when rolling for potentials here, that crit damage and crit rate are easier to come by than damage, so that's why you want to lock in damage second. Or if you're rolling for your increase in attack by a percentage but you roll like a pink damage, then of course you're gonna lock in damage first. Same thing with crit damage. If you got your attack by a percentage locked in and you roll a pink crit damage, you're gonna lock that in, and then go for your damage. So this is typically on how you want to make all of your weapons look, just like that. All right. Armor's the same for every single one. Is for every star. You're always gonna want to get the HP by percentage first. With the armor, you have to go orange or better. So you're going to want to lock in the HP by percentage and then get you a defense by percentage. And then the rest is just your personal preference. I do find that it's better to get the negative damage by percentage and then try to go for the flat defense or HP, whichever one you prefer. Alright, now on 1-star, what you're going to want to do here is the first thing that you're going to want to lock in on this is the exclusive increase HP by a percentage. So that's going to be the first thing that you roll for. And then you want to get your attack by HP. That's going to be the second thing that you lock in. And then they do, I believe, have increase in crit rate. Is it by defense? Hold on, let me find it here. They might not. I think they do though, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Then the second thing the third thing that you're gonna want to try to lock in is that increase crit rate by a percentage of defense. And then for your last potential there, you're going to want to get increase attack by MP. It's not really much on here. So I mean that slot, that's just what I would prefer. That would be the perfect 1-star accessory. But pretty much it's your personal preference. Now if you're going for a dodge build, of course, now dodge you can get with defense. You can get both of those on the same pair of armor. So this one I haven't really rolled anything here. Let's see if we can roll something good. You can get dodge and defense on the same piece of armor. So don't be shy to go for that when you're going for a dodge build if for some strange reason you want to build one. Let's see if we can get something good here real quick. Yeah, see that negative damage by percentage is OP. So that would be the ideal situation there. Let's see if I got any of my maces built perfectly here. Nope. No. Looks like we'll have to look at a different one. Okay, now 2-star. Weapons are going to be the same way. Trying to see if I got a super awesome mace somewhere. We'll find it on a different star here. Now on the 2-star, the weapons are going to be the same. Besides maces, we'll get into that for the counter builds. Now as far as your accessories go here, Where's a good one at? I know I got a good one here somewhere. Hold on, bear with me. There we go. That's a perfect one right there. Besides the +5 to MP. Now on this one, the first thing that you're going to want to lock in is your increase in attack by a percentage of HP. And then the second thing that you're going to want to get is the crit damage. This is an exclusive potential that you can get for 2-star. So that's going to be the second thing that you want to lock in. And then third thing you're going to walk in is increased crit rate by a percentage of defense. Now, the percentage of defense is better than the flat percentage number if you have a high defense character as far as the crit rate percentage. Now, you can go crit rate percentage for your fourth one. You can get them both, so that wouldn't be bad for you. Depending on what you're trying to do, as much crit rate as possible is always best. So if you want to aim for both of those, get the crit rate by defense and the by percentage, that would be super OP. Or you can elect to go by the increase in attack by MP. Now, none of the characters have very high, like super high MP, so it's not really going to make too big of a difference as far as your attack goes, like increasing an attack. I'm trying to see. I know I got one on here, somewhere. I want to see how high it goes. And for a dodge build, I mean, of course, you would go for the increase in dodge by a percentage. That wouldn't be bad, but I'd still stick to those ones. The MP is not too big. I can't even find one. It's not too big of an increase because nobody has a lot of magic as far as MP goes. So those are going to be the potentials you want for 2-star. Now here goes a badass. So this right here is what you want all of your maces to look like. First, you're going to lock in the attack by percentage. Then you're going to lock in the damage by percentage. And then the third thing that you're going to want to go for is the counter damage by percentage. And then you want the flat counter damage. So that is what you want all of your maces to look like. That's not a super strong one. Now on the counter build also, I like to go for the increase in counter damage by a percentage of counter rate. And the increase in counter rate by a percentage, and the attack. This right here is how you want your counter accessory to look. That's pretty much covers that. Okay, here, let's see here. I know I got a super awesome one of these somewhere. And we'll get into Guild Raid's potentials here in a little bit too. Nope, that one's not on point. I'm looking, hold on. Fuck, do I not have no good ones? Oh, I'm saving all this other gear so that way I can roll and get my potentials correct. Okay, doesn't look like I got a super OP one, so we'll just explain it. Now, on heroes like Bella here, it would be good for you to get the increase in hit rate as one of your pots. Like drop the increased counter rate and add the one that increases your hit rate. So that would be ideal for that. Now, as far as your 3-star accessories go, of course, the first thing you're always going to lock in on all of your accessories is going to be the increase in attack by a percentage of HP. Super OP. It's going to increase your attack the most. The second thing that you're going to want to go for is the crit. You got the increase in crit by a percentage of defense. That's super OP right there. You can elect to go the MP regen. That's not bad on some heroes that have a problem with that. I don't think that they have just a flat percentage of okay, I didn't even know that you can get that. That's going to be the 3rd star is the counter damage by 10%. Holy shit, I didn't even know I could roll that. God damn it, I've been fucking up over here. So yeah, on your counter build, fuck yeah, that's going to be the 3rd thing that you go for. Well, the 2nd thing that you go for sure. You want to get the hit rate up on there and then go for the counter damage and then go for the increase in counter damage by counter rate. So that's super OP. Do I have it on this one? Yes, I do. I need to switch that on Bella. Let's go ahead and switch that right now and see what that brings her up to. Let's see here. We'll see what her counter damage is at. Okay, so it's almost to a 300. This should bring us to a 300 and above for sure. Oh yeah, brung us up to a 315. Fucking OP as shit. I like it. Okay. So basically, yeah, that's pretty much what you're gunning for. Is you want to get the attack by a percentage, you want to get the increase in crit rate by defense, and then the last two is kind of like your personal preference. This was what I was talking about: the increase in hit rate by crit rate. That's a good one. The MP for heroes that have MP problems, like Reyna there, that wouldn't be bad to get also. The attack by MP is not bad. It's not going to give you a lot of attack, but it does work. So that's as far as your 3-star potentials go. Alright, 4-star. Like that right there, that's how you want all your maces to look. We already discussed that. Let me see here. Let me find a nice... Now, this is an exclusive potential that you can get to the 4-star. I'm not sure if you can get it on the 5-star. I'm not sure about that. But on the 4-star is when you can get the negative damage by percentage. Super awesome. If you can get that on all of your armor, that's ideal. Because it's going to take away from the damage that people can inflict on you. So that's definitely something that you want to get up on there. You want to get the increase in attack by a percentage and by MP and increase in crit rate. Let me see here. I got one with the damn crit rate somewhere. I should. Yeah, there we go. Increase in crit rate by a percentage of defense. So that's what you want to go for there. So that covers that. Alright, now 5-star. Actually, I'm still trying to fix her thing right here. I need to get my damage pot on here. I really need to get that. Do got some good news though, where we could take a time out. Did get another piece of Angel's Night set, and we did finally get our last piece to... Fuck is it? I think Mozaka has it on. There we go. We got our second Trinity set. So basically, as far as our gear goals go, we do need one more piece of Klein, so I've been using the armor, but we're in no rush for that. But we would be 100% complete if we can get the last piece of Klein and we can finish this Angel's Night set. Then we're 100%, never will need gear ever again. They can come out with new sets, doesn't matter. I'm still going to be competitive, so I don't really care. Alright, okay, now on your 5-star accessories here, of course, you're going to go by the attack by a percentage. You're going to go by the attack by HP is the biggest one. That's going to give you the biggest boost as far as your attack goes. Then you want to get the attack by a percentage. And then you want to get the defense by percentage. So you want to get that. As far as your 3rd perk goes, now, I know that 5-star is exclusive for regeneration and HP. I think, where is it at? Where's my other Trinity set? Where in the hell is she at? She's got it. No, I thought I had one on there. Alright, now you can go for the increase in crit rate by defense, because that's like one of the biggest crit rates. Crit rate would probably be your fourth option and your best thing to go for. Just for the simple fact that that's going to increase your crit rate. Fucking skyrocket that shit. Now, crit rate is always important because the crit damage multiplier is the highest in the game. So you want to have that high crit on all of your heroes. Besides like your counter heroes, it's like next to impossible to have super high crit. It's just not going to happen. I mean, you can try for it, but I mean, I don't know, dude. It's pretty complicated. Yeah, it's pretty damn complicated. So that covers it for as far as potentials and what you want to lock in first and what you're rolling for. Yeah, my potentials, like this one's perfect right here. That's a badass motherfucking Klein's mace right there. That's actually for Jenny, but we dropped her ass for Rask over here just to switch things up. I hate fucking Jenny. She's a piece of shit. Never really liked her too much. Let's see here. Now, what are we going to go into? Okay, guild raids. Guild raids. Now, in all of your guild raids heroes that you use, now I do recommend that, okay, all of them have to have this boss damage. Take my Lee, for example. That one's really low. My 5-star is hurting, but I do have the boss damage there. I got the boss damage here. You need orange or better is always going to be the best. So for your guild raid hero, you're going to get the increase in attack by a percentage. You're going to get the increase in crit by a percentage of defense. You're going to get the boss damage. And you're going to get the increase in attack by MP. Those are going to be your 4 potentials that you want on all of your gear as far as your Lee goes here. And the mandatory weapon perks. As you can see here, I got the boss damage on all of his weapons. I mean, all of his accessories. We got one right there. The boss damage is really going to do that. I'm hoping on elevating my Lee here this weekend. I did get the last piece to my sheriff set. So I do have the weapon now. I just had the 2-piece forever. I'm going to put that over this set right here. It has been proven that the sheriff set is the best set unless you have the hitter set. The hitter set can keep up with it. So the hitter set would be more ideal because with the hitter set, you're going to be able to raise his crit because the perfect build for Lee here for guild raids is going to be, this is like the absolute best build that you can do, is you're going to want to put the Death Blow set, which is right here. You want to put this set up on him because of the 16% crit damage. That's fucking OP as shit. That's worth dropping some of your attack just to put this set on Lee. So that is absolutely the best 1-star set for him. The best 2-star set is the Time for Your Shot, for the simple fact that it adds the 10% to attack. It's increasing your crit rate by 900, which is big. And the biggest kicker is right here, is this is a necklace. You have to solve his mastery problem. And just with this set alone, it brings my mastery up to a 98%, which is perfect. The 3-star set, best set, period, for Lee is going to be the Pink Ranger, because after it maxes itself out, I mean, you can round that off. That's pretty much an extra 4K to attack. So that's going to be the best one right here. 4-star is going to be the hitter set, but as far as the sheriff set's right there with it. The sheriff set is a little bit less damage. It's a little tiny bit. Because the hitter set just adds so much raw attack. It's just ridiculous. So but the Sheriff set is just as good, and it works just fine. And the best 5-star set is going to be this Legacy of the High Human. What is best to run here would be to run a 2-piece, because if you're not running the hitter set and you're running the Sheriff set, because you got options here. If you're running the Sheriff set, you're going to have problems with your crit. And what you're going to want to do is use a platinum bow or whatever, like a SS set that you can get the bow to a plus 13. I'm going to use this 3-star Nobly set since it's fucking trash, and it doesn't do crap. You know, increases my dodge by 1200, which is okay, but your HP has to be at least 75%, which is, it has to be above 75% for this to be active. The decrease in crit damage from an enemy by 20% is fucking OP as shit. Now, if they took off the restrictions on this would actually be a really good set for Dom. Fucking fantastic. It'd be beautiful. It's still a pretty good set for Dom, actually, because of the dodge. So it's not bad. So I'm going to take this bow right here, and I do have a couple extra pieces. So I'm going to transcend that. Now, an SS piece, it increases skills by 20%, which is the highest. So I'm going to take this accessory, turn it into a bow, this accessory, turn it into a bow. So I'll be able to plus 12 it. So that's going to be a hell of a lot better than my platinum bow. Because that set right here, now typically when it comes to transcending, you want to use your tickets. You don't want to really use SS sets. Like, I got a Trinity set, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to use my other Trinity set to transcend this. I have been transcending using tickets. Now let's go into so basically that build for Lee, you're gonna do for all your guild raid heroes. Now you're gonna have to do the same thing for your DPS heroes. Just get you a couple sets that you can set aside just for them. I found the best set is the Dawn set, so you can get the boss damage up on it. So get you a Dawn set for whatever DPS, like for your Paper Day, for your Rock Day, for your Scissors Day. So on your DPS character build, you're going to want to go, do I still have Syria build? Here, let me look at this. Okay, I pretty much got her built. So you're going to want to go with the Dawn over this Born Assassins. But if you only got the Born Assassins, that would do just as good. Dawn is better because the attack heroes get the little bit extra increase in attack for being attack type heroes. And instead of this being, where's it at? How much extra is the attack? It's not much, but it does make a difference. It doesn't even fucking tell you. It says 800, an additional increase for attack type heroes, so it's probably like an extra 150 also. So it's like pretty much 1,000 to attack. So this is going to be the better set for sure as far as your DPS goes. And then of course you're gonna put Beast Rain. Since it's my DPS characters, 2 pieces is fine. You're not gonna have to worry about hit rate problems with the guild raid bosses. And you want to have, now as far as your 4-star set goes, the Nobly set is awesome. This set right here, if you were privileged enough to have it, because you just want your 4-star set, you want any type of set that adds attack. This is a good set because it still keeps my crit up there because I do have a bow. This Cavalry set would not be bad if you do not have that set. If you can run the 2-piece, just run the accessory, run the armor, and put like a platinum bow or any other type of bow so you can still keep your crit rate up. So yeah, or if you have the hitter set, that would be fucking awesome. So you're gonna want that. You want them to just fuck the boss up immediately, just like as soon as possible. Now 5-star set for them, you do have a couple options. Now, as far as paper heroes go, your DPS is always going to get the paper set if you do have it. Now, if you don't have the paper set right here, and you don't have that, like for the paper heroes, the scissor heroes, and the rock heroes, as far as DPS goes, the Angel's Knight set would be the best, just for the simple fact that it adds you that ass load of HP, and it increases your attack by 18%. The HP will just allow them to live longer. That's the only reason why I value it over the Ami set. Now, you got to understand that the Ami set, see, it increases attack damage is the key word there by 15%. That's a separate modifier, damage modifier, that gets added on at the end of everything. So this set is OP as shit as far as the attack damage. Attack damage is better than an increase in attack by 18%. This is going to make you see more damage output versus the 18% if you had to weigh it out. But the Angel's Knight does get the advantage because of the extra HP it gives you. It's like basically damn near almost having a Trinity set on. So that's how you want to build your DPS heroes. And if you don't have any of those type of sets, the pirate set will do just fine, because you do get the defense, and you get the HP increase, and you do get the flat attack. Flat attack is awesome, so you just want to boost their attack up as high as fucking possible, keep their crit rate as high as possible, and do the damn thing. So basically just any set that'll add flat attack in your 5-star slot. So that pretty much covers for the gear as far as what type of stuff that you're looking for, potential wise. Yep, so that pretty much covers it. We're not going to go over support heroes or anything of that nature. But hold on, let's talk about the new hero real quick before we go. Let's talk about the new hero. I think she's OP as shit. And as far as a build that goes for her, let's look at her base stats here first. Let's look at her base stats here real quick. Her HP is good. Her attack is high. It's right up there with Lee, Sion, all of them. So her attack is impressive. Her defense is decent. Her crit rate's good. Her mastery's hurting, so you're definitely going to have to put a necklace on her. Her cooperation is A, which is good. Movement's good. Now, what I see as an ideal build for her would be, I would put the Slime King for sure in your slot 1. Full Dasso set, slot 2, all day. Now, her set equipment, if you don't have the Beast Rain, this is great. Go ahead and plug her in with this set. I would not run this set over the Beast Rain. I do feel the Beast Rain is better because I don't feel like the restoring 5% of HP every turn and the 10% negative damage is worth the trade-off of the extra 30% of attack, because she's going to mess some people up. So more ideal would be an Arrogant Pure Blood set, because she is a paper and she will die. So the Arrogant Pure Blood set would be your number one. But I don't know if I would waste one on her over somebody else. So Beast Rain would be the best 3-star set if you do not have the what you call it. Now, she's an attack. She's a support hero, but she has an area of attack. Now, since you're running Slime King on her, you're going to have a little bit of issues with her crit rate. So the best set that's going to be for her 4-star all day is going to be the Pathfinder. She does only have 4 movements, so the extra movement, that will bring her up to 5 movement, which is fucking awesome. And the 19,042 HP is awesome. That's going to allow her to survive. So she's going to be able to take that extra hit. And you do have a ring here, and you do have a bow. So your crit rate's going to be good with that set. This would be the best all-around set for her. This is strictly building her DPS style, but with a little bit of survivability. So then it would be, you know, your 5-star set's going to be your paper set all day. If you do not have the paper set, then the Angel's Knight's going to be the next best thing. I would always take the paper set over that for the simple fact that it does add the crit and it does give you a ridiculous amount of flat attack. So you're going to see more out of her from that. Angel's Knight, she might survive a little bit longer versus the paper set, but you just want her to get in there and fuck somebody up. So you want her to be able to one-shot some people. I would go with the paper set over the survivability. Now, let's look at her skill here. I think her first skill does have some distance, so I was thinking about building her counter also. Where the hell is she at? Here she goes. Now let's look at her first skill. No, she would not make a good counter hero, because somebody would have to be at least two tiles in front of her, attacking her from there, so she wouldn't be a good counter hero. I wouldn't bother with it. So a counter build on her would be a no-go. So those would be the best sets for her. Anyways, it's your boy, Jake Gutta, in the building. Holla at your boy.